Hello everyone, my name is Khushbu Malviya. I am assistant professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So today we discuss about what is HTML basics. In previous lecture, we discuss about what is web technology, which protocol is used in web technology, how a website is built. So today's topic is HTML basics. What is HTML? HTML is the language used to create and organize a web pages. HTML is a markup language, which means you use HTML to simplify markup a text document with text that tell a web browser how to structure it to display. Means HTML is used when you create your website. So how your website is look like, it's defined by the HTML tag. Means which table you are using in your website, which type of images you placed, which type of videos and content, which type of paragraph you are creating in HTML. It all about is discuss about HTML tag. HTML is being widely used to format web pages within the help of different tags available in HTML language. So, in further slide, we will discuss different types of HTML tags. HTML is the standard markup language for creating web pages. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML describes the structure of web pages. HTML consists of series of elements. HTML elements tell the browser how to display the content. HTML elements are represented by a tags. HTML tags label piece of content such as heading, paragraph, table, and so on. Browser do not display the HTML tags but use them to render the content of the page. Means browser do not display the HTML tags. When you creating your website and using a HTML tag, so browser do not display that text which are you using in your website for making, but use them by this tag. The content of the web page is described. So that are the different types of version of HTML. Since the early days of the web, there have been many versions of HTML. HTML in year 1991, the version is HTML. In 1995, the version is HTML 2.0. In 1997, HTML 3.0 is CAM, and in 1999, HTML 4.01. From 2000, XHTML is arise, and from 2014 to till now, HTML5 is using. So, basic HTML document. This is the structure of the basic HTML. In this course, we will demonstrate HTML document with yellow code. So, we'll start having fun designing our own web page very soon. But first, we have to over a few basic component of this page, beginning with the doc type. So, this is the basic structure of HTML document. Firstly, in first heading is when we start the HTML code, the first thing is doc type HTML. The doc type HTML is defined which type of document type you are creating, you are using. So HTML. Then HTML tag is used because you create HTML tag, HTML form. So HTML, if you are using HTML, then you are closing. So one by one, I will describe in next slides. So the doc type. A doc type declaration must be specified on the first line of each web document. So this is the type doc type HTML. The doc type tells the web browser which version of HTML the page is written here. So which type of version are you using? This tell by the doc type. The HTML is the root element of HTML page. The head element contain meta information about the document. The title element is specified title of the document. The body element contain the visible page content. In your website, the things which are you seeing that the body content all type of text. The H1 element defined a large heading and P element defined the paragraph. So first is HTML element. immediately following the doc type declaration. First you declare doc type, after that immediate the HTML tags is writing. HTML language EN. So it describes which type of language you are using when you creating your website. The HTML element tells the browser that the page will be formatted in HTML and optionally which word language that page content is in. So if our page were in a language other than English, we would change the 2-letter code to the appropriate language code. So here we are using our language English. So writing the code, 2-letter code EN. The head and the body element. Head. The head element surrounds all the spatial behind the scenes. So in the head element, you writing the things which is behind the scenes, like author of the website and which types of metadata are used. Okay. So in the head tag, the meta tag is defined. Most of these elements do not get displayed directly on the web page. The body element surrounds all the actual content, text, image, video, links, etc. that will be displayed on our page. Just as with the person, the head always belong on the top of the body. So on the top, we write the tag head in which we are placed the meta tag, writing here the some confidentially information and some information which is behind the scenes. Okay, like which type of content type are you using, what the content types, text and HTML, which type character set are you using, like UTF, and title of the page. All these are come in the head section. And the body part is provide the actual content, like you see in your page text, images, videos, links that will be displayed on our web page. So bodies provide actual content of your website, and the head section carry the things which is behind the scene. Next. So the meta element. Immediately after the headline, we place this meta element. So in head, the meta section is require these types of information which I discussed earlier. The meta element provide information about the document to browser and search engines. This line declared that the document is encoded in the UTF-8 character set. So this is the character coding, like ASCII. Your code is code is converted. Okay, so this is the UTF Unicode character set, which is recommended by the www dot. The UTF-8 character set is the domain choice for document. This is the domain choice for document on the internet. We will use it for our web pages. There can be multiple meta lines in the same web pages. The meta element is often used to provide additional information such as a page keyword, what a page description, what the author of the web document, which type of content are you using in your website, which types of character set is using. So all about this is the meta element. Next is the title. The title tag element defines what text will show in the web browser title bar. Okay. So the title element is always placed with the head section of the document. Each page of your website should have a unique title. So when you describe the title tag in the head section, so title tag is tell what is your website name. The page title goes here. So in the title bar, your website name is described here. Every web document must include one and only one instance of document HTML head, body and title. Now the two types of tag is opening and closing tag. A tag in HTML command that tells the browser to perform some action. So in HTML, all element must have both an opening tag showing in green and a closing tag shown in red. The closing text being with a forward slash. Okay. So these in this green color, these are the opening tag like HTML, head, meta, title, and the closing tag is in the red color. Okay. When we close the tag, it in this forward slash are using. Okay, so if you are opening the tag HTML, you must close this tag HTML. If you open the tag head, you must close this head tag. Okay, here head tag. And if you are using open title tag, you must close title tag like that. So what is the nesting element? When we write HTML code, we must take care that elements are properly nested. Okay. So what is nesting? Nesting means that an element is a completely contained with another element. Okay. In these lines of code, the meta and title element are nested with the head element. See, in this head section, meta and title element are nested. First you write head, then meta, then title. So you are first you are writing meta tag. So you must close meta tag before the title. So meta tag is a self-closing tag. So we write here in this type. Okay. Then you open title. So firstly close title and then after head close. Okay. So properly nested. If you are open a tag, then you close this tag. Okay. But inside the head part, if you are using different tag, then you must close that tag previously after the head tag. Nesting error example. One of the most common error committed by beginning web designer is to overlap HTML element resulting in a nesting error. Okay. So see here head tag is start. After that meta tag is start and meta tag is self-closing tag. Okay. Then it is closed. Then title tag is start but here the title tag is not closed. Firstly close head and after that title. So error is arised here. Okay. Because this tagging is not properly nested. In head section, you are using meta tag and title tag. So before closing head tag, you should close meta tag and title tag first. Otherwise, error is occur. In the above example, the head element was closed before the title element was closed. A nesting error like this can cause a serious problem when the web page is displayed in a browser. Okay, later in the course, we will use validation tool that will hunt down and locate this type of a mistake for us prior to our publishing a web page. Okay, before publishing a web page, we are using a validation which tell us these types of error intimate to us. Okay, line break and space. Browser ignore line breaks and space. We can take advantage of this fact by placing blank lines and indent in our code to make it easier and organize read. Okay, so to indent our code, we are using a space here. Here we are using head. After that, when we write meta tag, so here giving some space. When we writing body and after in body part paragraph, we provide some indent here. Okay, so browser ignore line breaks and space, so it is advantage for us, and we are using this for indent our code to provide a proper structure and better understanding. We will standardize on using two space for each level of indenting. So we are for provide indentation, we are using two space. Text element. HTML text element. So for writing a text, different types of text element are using in our HTML coding. An HTML element is a component of an XHTML document. It is a typically comprised of a start tag, an end tag, and some web content in between the start and end tag. We have already learned about HTML, head, body, and meta and title element. Now let us learn some element that we will use to present actual text content on our page. Okay. We discussed about what is HTML, hypertext markup language. Okay. Starting tag. After that, head section in which all behind the scene information are taking. The body content actual part. So in a body tag, we are using these types of text element P, B, R, H, R. So I will describe here what is P tag. P is paragraph, We are using, if we're writing a paragraph, then tag using P. BR is using a line break. When we are writing some code, then for breaking a line, we are using BR. For horizontal rule, we are using tag HR. And for heading H1 to H6, unordered list, UL, OL is ordered list, and LI is list item. So these are the different types of text element. So first is the P element. P is for paragraph. The standard way of presenting blocks of text in an HTML document is to use the paragraph element. So in body part, in body tag, we are using a P paragraph tag, and we writing something which you want to write here in paragraph. When using paragraph opening tag, then you must close this paragraph tag. You use another paragraph tag in body section. So firstly, you close this paragraph tag. After that, body tag is closed. So this is the proper nesting which I described you in previous section. So output of this coding is, this is the paragraph text which you write here, and second paragraph, this is the second paragraph of the text. The paragraph element add a blank line above and below the text. So the paragraph tag, when we using paragraph tag, so it is provide line before the tag and after the tag. Okay, this is the second paragraph of text. So here we are using 2p tag and output of like that. The BR element. The BR means break element. Create a line break without adding any blank line above or below. So when we using a paragraph tag, so what is the specialty of paragraph tag? Before the paragraph and after paragraph, it provide a line. Okay, some space. So BR element create a line break without adding any blank line above or below. Okay, so when body, then you using a paragraph and closing, then again you use P. After P, you are using BR tag. Paragraph, and third is this paragraph of text. So first output is this is the second, and here is no space is given. See here. After that, paragraph of text is written here. So the BR element is used without adding any blank lines above or below. Here is not any line is added below and above. What is HR element? The HR horizontal rule element draw a horizontal line across the screen like this. Horizontal line. Okay. We write code here HR. So firstly, in body part, you write paragraph tag. After you using HR tag, and then P, and then body. Okay. So when you using HR tag, this types of output is created in your web pages. The H1 to H6 element. Heading elements provide a structure to a web page. So for heading, you are using different types of heading, H1 to H6. H1, this is the H1 heading. Okay. So H1 is the large heading, and H6 is the H1 is large, and heading element add blank lines before, add after the text, just like P does. So heading tag also provide a blank line before and after the text like a P paragraph. The H1 element often referred to as the main heading. So if you want to main heading in a large letter, so main heading, we use H1. Indicates the most important heading and should be used no more than once per page. So H1 is using for one because it's the large heading and main heading. The role of XHTML is to define and organize content, not to format it. Heading element should not be used as a way to bold words on the page. Rather, they should be used to define the relative importance of content. Thus, S2 is more important than S3. Okay, so H1 is more important. It is using for one time. After that, for subheading, you are using H2. After subheading, S3. In this way, according to importance, you are using H1 head in your website. Okay, H1 to H6 element in your website. The UL element. The UL element, unordered list, create an indent, bullet point list item. So if you want to this types of things in your web page, like in a ordered way, so we are using li tag in our code, like in PRF li apple, li bananas, and something. So when we run this code, our this types of web page created. Okay. So here item is listed, but this is unordered. You know, if you want to order list, in order list same way, but the content is described in order 1, 2, 3 in Roman word, and different types of order like A, B, C, D. So order list, the order list element work indent to UL element. The only difference between them, whether the list item are shown with bullet point or the number. Here the list item is provided by the number, but in unordered list, the list of item provided by a bullet. By default, the list item shown with the increment number like 1, 2, 3. By using CSS, we can change this to letter or Roman number. So we can also change this by the Roman number. By default, it is displayed like a 1, 2, 3. So thank you for